Right, that's recording now. See that?
That
pipe.
That's your gas pipe,
yeah.
right?
I don't know if you've got another gas pipe. You probably need.
I need a different regulator to that. If that's,
Yeah.
if that's
Well, that regulator, right? That's obviously stays attached to the caravan.
right.
You can use.
Does it? Does
yeah.
it just screws onto the same? Does it?
Yeah, that's it. You just screw to that.
Oh, right.
If you possibly may have had not had that regulator. You had the regulator that was attached to the cylinder. That end. Did you have that last time?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it just goes on to, yeah.
Yeah. So this one, the regulator stays connected to the caravan. You can use blue or orange or propane or butane.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
And it's still screwed the same thread,
Yeah,
is
what,
it?
what you need is this end which will be different for butane or propane.
Right.
So whichever gas box you're going to use, you need the pigtail, as we call it, which fits whichever gas you're going to use. So do you use both? Or?
Oh, no, I just used the one. I've just got the colour eye of the red one. I have.
You've got the red one, yeah. So all you need is one. You just need that one.
Right.
Like that,
Okay, yeah.
propane fitting one.
Yeah.
And that's just it just bolts onto or just screws onto there.
Right, I see. Right.
Screws into your.
That's the thing, is it?
Sorry.
Is that the same then?
Yeah, well that's with it. Yeah.
All right.
That's your electric cable, Dad.
Okay, so there is a little on-off button there. Look.
Yes, yeah, but we didn't have that on the other one.
No.
That's
So you can isolate it.
So I can do instead of just turn up the top. I just turn
If you're not using the gas to go away, I'd turn it off the top of the cylinder. I tend to turn that on and on. Turn that off is when I'm changing cylinders.
I see. Oh, I
So
see.
if you turn it off, so you're not losing all the pressure in the system.
I see. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Just for that.
That's what I use it for anyway.
Ah, right.
You can leave that switch on all the time. As long as
Yeah.
you turn it off at the top of the cylinder,
That's okay.
then you know the gas is isolated. Because if you turn it off there and that pipe fails,
Right.
or the connections failed, you're going to have a leak of gas in the end of the cylinder.
Oh, I see. Ah, right. Yeah,
If you turn it on top of the cylinder, there's no way it's going to leak.
Right. That's it. That's I think they sorted out there.
Water might be slightly different. I'm not sure.
No, then.
Is that different than what you've had previously?
Oh, yeah. It's the same. Yeah.
It's the same. Yeah, you got them two little tabs, and you just pulls out.
Yeah. That's it. That's the same. That's the
Okay.
same. Yeah.
So that's easy enough. Yeah.
That's easy enough. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, that probably similar as well. Is
It is. That's I can sort that.
Exactly the same, yeah. So
Exactly
you
the
know
same,
that
yeah.
if you use it on gas, you have to take that cover off. Yeah. Otherwise, the gas won't light, so it'll just shut it off.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So that's the cover off that. You can use it on electric for the boiler.
Right.
But if you want to use it on gas, you've got to take that off.
Got to take that.
It-
Oh, I
it
see.
won't
Right.
light.
Okay.
Okay.
That's sort of. I'm fine with that.
Okay. So if we go this
Yeah,
way, just
right.
minus.
The water's there, but
Yeah.
what they did allow us there with the wastewater, we can use it back, but apparently everybody does.
Toilet should be. I would assume exactly the same, is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
cassette toilet,
That's it, just pulls
lift it up.
out. You got your flush tank.
Oh, it's exactly the same size and everything.
Yeah. You're happy how that works.
And that's just, that is fine.
Important thing.
Right.
Where this is a drain here for your flush tank.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
That was in the other one, Dad.
I
Yeah.
didn't realise that. I didn't
Yes.
realise. That's what it said.
But that, obviously it's a really awkward place to collect. So the best thing to do is empty either into your waste tank, flush it
Yeah.
all into your waste tank,
That's it, yeah.
or have another container if you want to store it for
Yeah.
when it warms
That's
up,
it.
weather warms up,
Ah,
you use
right.
it again.
So
But that just open that just to drain that last bit out
That's it.
and pump. Make sure
Yes.
it's dry.
That's it,
All your
yeah.
pump's dry, so you haven't got water collected in your pump.
Oh,
as well.
so it's just for storage purposes.
Yeah,
That's
but
all.
it's quite a handy
Yeah,
space
it's
there.
like-
Pushing important this that you check wheel nuts. Obviously, you're going to be sitting on site for quite a while.
Yes, right.
Before you move or before you take it off the site, make sure you check the wheel nuts.
Check the wheel nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 110 newton meters. It is in your handbook.
Right.
So check that if you're not sure.
Right.
But always check that. If in the future you decide you're going to move it, you're going to keep moving it around, touring with it.
So what are we checking now? Wheel nuts or
Wheel nuts.
pressure? Just the wheel nuts.
Wheel nuts, yeah, obviously pressure as well.
Right, yeah.
Obviously very important that as
Yeah,
well.
right.
That you get your correct tyre pressures.
Right.
Obviously down on one side or the other can obviously make handling.
See, he doesn't do this. We do it before we take it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he
well,
made
I
me
think
and my
it's
husband do it, and then
just
said,
about
right, it's done, Dad.
that's
Yeah.
wheel nut,
Yeah, well that's it. Yeah, but
Right.
obviously very important that is.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Because, I don't know if you remember the caravan club or you just probably on
Oh,
site anyway. But
well, your father-in-law's member of the caravan.
yeah, if you look in the magazine,
Yeah.
I think it's this month's.
Yeah.
There's a person who's I think it was a Bailey senator, and every time you take a van to service, normally there's something when you come to pick it up, it says retighten your nuts
Yeah.
within so many miles, 30 miles or 30 minutes or whatever of travelling.
Right.
He's always read that this letter.
He's read it.
and
Never did it.
no, he hadn't. And there's a picture of his van on the side of the road with the wheel off.
Oh my goodness me.
We've seen a few of those going up.
Yeah.
Blowed out
So
tyres.
that is why we.
Yeah.
You'll be obviously recommend you check these
Yeah.
each time you go in. Okay. Then your tyre pressures look.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you got tyre pressures on there.
Lovely. Yeah.
Also
That's
your
it
weights
then.
and everything as well.
That's it then.
Yeah. And so you power in.
There's the power in there, yeah. We've got
That's,
the power
that's
in
our
there.
battery there, just to show you all the systems up and running.
Is that battery?
That's our battery for
See-
Will there be a battery going in, or isn't there one for it?
fixed explanatory. If you,
Right.
if,
This is
yeah.
this is
So if you master switch, switch obviously all your 12-volt systems on and
I'll
off.
have a look in a minute.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to do it? I'm finding it down.
Right, no, this.
Yeah. It's pretty
see.
straightforward. Master switch, 12-volt system on and off. Warning
Right.
light,
Right.
lights inside the van.
Right.
So the lights obviously individually switched, and
Yes.
you've got
Right.
a switch there as well. So obviously when you come into the van, you can just switch that, and then you got lights on.
So when I come in with electrics, it's that one's off, that one's on and off with electrics, and that's
Yeah.
for the water pump, is it?
Yes.
Right, that's
That's
it.
it.
Just that simple with them.
Yeah. It's straightforward.
And,
It's
and
quite,
they- and
quite
that's-
good.
And they're just to do lights.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
what
obviously you don't
we're-
want to switch your pump on straight away.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you get
yeah.
in.
Well, that's
Yeah.
always there's the two major things we sort
Yeah.
of. We never put the pump on until we actually got the water setting and running through.
Yeah, and make sure. Obviously,
it's-
you've got
yeah.
obviously you got your drain
right.
drain for your boiler.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Ah,
which is
no,
there.
this is the.
Is this
oh,
the
it's all
same? Is it?
No, it's just a slightly
It's slightly different. So
No.
that's the drain there for your water system.
That's the.
It's
that's,
in the position now to allow water to run through the
that's
system.
it, right?
If you
Yeah.
lift it up, that allows the water to drain onto the ground outside.
That's it. And that's
Okay.
why I wanted to put with a bit of still a bit of frost. We make sure that
Yeah,
everything's
make
drained
sure
out.
it's all drained down. Yeah,
Right.
very important. So if you're draining down, lift
Yeah.
that up
Right.
and open all the taps to centre, and allows the water to pass out.
Yeah. Right.
through
Now,
there.
what about the hot water system? Because we never
Yeah.
ever used the hot water system. We've never
Right.
used it.
Yeah,
so
we're going to do that next.
Right.
But you're happy how to get the water into the system, of filling your hot water tank.
Yeah, we have to fill
and getting
that.
the-
You have
and
to
getting
fill
the
the
air out.
tank up first,
Yeah.
and turn that on, and put the taps on.
Yeah.
In the bathroom, one in there,
Well-
and that's what we do. So the pump's
Yeah.
working, and it's
It's pushing the air out. That's what you're doing. Yeah.
It's just pushing the air out. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So obviously, make sure you've got it up the tap
Yeah.
to the hot side.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously hot side.
That's hot
Get
side.
the air out of it.
That's it. Yeah. That's
Make
it.
sure we've got.
Yeah. And that will be hot water coming. No, it won't be hot water coming.
If you want to stick your finger on those
Oh,
hot.
look at that! Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Obviously, we make sure everything's up and running. And
Yeah, and this is running off the electric. This is.
it's running off both at the moment.
Oh, it's running off both.
Electric and gas. Yeah.
Oh, you can have running off both, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
do, yeah.
you could add that the last
Yeah.
time.
You don't need to.
You don't need to.
You don't need to.
don't.
Electric's fine.
That's it. Yeah.
But you can, if you really wanted to heat it up quick.
That's right. Yeah.
Obviously, you can do that. But
Right. The only
it
thing
doesn't
is-
really
well,
need
well,
your water.
Right.
Okay. See that one? That's your gas. So you've
Right.
got Ultra Store.
Right.
Okay, which is storing your hot water. Okay, if you
Right.
remember that. And also you got water heater, obviously quite good. It's labelled.
Right.
That's your electric.
Right.
Okay, this is very important. This one, right?
Right. Go on.
When you're not using it. So when you left your van,
Right.
you're going home, leaving the van.
Right.
Make sure that is switched off.
Make sure it's switched off.
If you go and drain the hot water tank, obviously that's why that is very important. Because if you come back to it next time
Right.
and you've drained your tank and that switch is still on,
Oh.
as soon as you plug 240 in, that element is going to start heating up.
Right.
You know, so like a kettle with no water in
Like
it,
a
it's
kettle
gonna,
with no water in it.
it could damage your boiler.
Right. Okay.
Okay?
Right.
Obviously it's got an element a bit like a kettle. It will trip. The likelihood it will trip itself. So if it's not working, what you can do is switch it off, switch the power off,
Right.
leave it a few minutes, it may reset.
Ah. Right. Well, it's a self-resetting, is it?
Yeah, but
Ah,
if
right.
if it doesn't, it may have damaged it.
Right.
Problem is you
That's
don't
it.
know how many times it's already reset anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just got to be careful with that.
Right.
So if that boiler is drained, make sure that switch is off.
Right.
Okay.
And that is the red. That's
And this side is the gas.
Okay.
Okay. If you see that little green light, that's
Yeah,
say it's lit.
Right.
Okay. To turn it on or off is the outer ring.
Right.
Okay. So that's off at the moment.
Right.
Turn it there. So that's next to that flame there.
I see
You've
the
got
neck,
green light.
yes.
Green light on.
Yeah.
That means it's lit. If it goes to red, that means it hasn't lit. So the gas has been shut off.
Right.
And it's not lighting.
Right.
Right. Reasons for that is one, either you haven't turned the gas on, or you've got no gas,
Right.
or you left the cover on outside. So if the cover's still on, it just
Right.
will not light. It'll just shut it off
Right.
every time. So
Does
that'll go clunk and go
So
straight
that's
to red.
so that's on
So that cover has to be off
That- it has
all
to
the
be
time
gas-
when,
off.
just because obviously when they got the gas cooker on, it has to be off.
No, this is just water.
This for the water.
This is just for the
Just so I
water.
know.
This is just for the
Just
water.
for the water boiler. If
Just
you're
for the
using
water.
the water boiler on electric,
Right.
you don't need to worry about that.
You're not going to be using it for that anyway,
No,
so
we're
it'll
not
be
going to be using
staying
it for
on.
that. So, but it's
No.
nice to know these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Yeah. If you decide to use it,
Yeah.
it's there. So if
right.
it goes to red,
Right.
Yeah.
another reason why it may have gone to red is it's got air in the system. So if you don't use it on gas, over a period of time you'll get air in the system.
Right.
So what you need to do then is obviously switch it back off because you've got a red light on. Fire your cooker up. Make sure you've got gas running through.
Right.
then give it a few seconds, then attempt to light it again.
Right. Okay.
It may take 2 or 3 attempts. It depends how long you have.
Yeah. So once
you haven't used it.
that green light comes,
So
we know
it'd be a
to-
good idea if they do try it every so often then.
Yes,
Yes.
every now and
Now
again,
and then.
fire it up.
Yes.
Because
I see.
the longer you leave it, the harder it is to light.
Right.
Okay, it's right. It's just a compressor going at the back of the
All right.
building.
All right.
Nothing to do with you.
No,
Okay.
no, right.
The difference between water heating on electric and gas. With gas, you've got more control over it. Look, over the heat. That's
Right.
your thermostat control.
All right.
With the electric side, it's just thermostatically controlled to 70 degrees.
Right.
So it's just one temperature. That's it.
That's it.
With the
Right.
gas, you can control it to a bit
Right.
lower
Oh, I see.
temperature.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it then. So,
Okay.
so this is just for the gas, is it?
This
The water
230
heating-
volt on
And this is just
electric,
for your water. This is just for the
that's
heat.
gas.
This is just for the heat your water.
Yeah,
No,
just
I
to
see.
heat your water.
Just to heat the water. That's
Yeah.
it. I understand that now.
Yeah, okay.
That's just to heat the water. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, on electric.
Right. This is
Okay.
electric, right?
Yeah, so both of these are on electric.
Right.
Okay, that isn't gas because it looks very similar to the water heater gas.
That's right. Right.
So it's electric. Okay, so
So this is only electric heating only, then, is it?
no, it is gas as well, but this is the control for the electric side of it.
Yeah.
This is the electric side of it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I get
So that's your isolating button.
right.
So when that's off, obviously you're not going to have any electric
Right.
heating.
Right.
You can see there's a green light in there.
I can see the green light.
see that there, yeah?
I see. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So if that's not on, if the green light's not on, that's not on.
Right. Okay.
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 You've got options. You've got 3 options of different energy: 500, 1,000, or 2,000 watts.
Right.
So you imagine like a 3 bar fire.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
I see. Right. Yeah.
Okay. And then you've also got a thermostat control there.
Ah. Right.
So what that's doing now is heating up the element which is inside your
Right.
fire.
Ah. Right.
Okay.
I see. Right.
It is a gas and electric fire. So if you imagine inside there, you've got a gas element and electric element.
Right. That's it. Yes.
Yeah. With this one, you don't use both at the same time.
No.
Okay.
Right. You don't.
No. So you cannot use gas and electric at the same time. Okay. If you try it on electric first, and it's, it depends on, I don't know what time of the year you go away, but if it's quite cold and the electric's not quite doing it because it is quite a big van,
Right.
use the gas to get it up to temperature, and then you
Switch
can
it over.
switch it back again to
Right,
electric
okay.
just to keep your temperature in,
Right,
unless someone
okay.
keeps leaving the door open.
Right.
Let all the cold air in. Okay, so that's your electric heating.
Right.
Okay, the outer ring does what setting you want.
Right.
Okay, and then you have got a thermostat control in the centre of it.
Right.
As well.
Okay. Yeah.
Excuse me,
So it's
sorry.
okay. Yeah.
Right,
So.
Carl?
You doing Mr. Smith's handover next?
All you do is just turn that down there and just keep firing the button. You can see down the window. Spot it from this angle. There we go. But you should be able to see the gas lit. You have to look about this angle here.
Oh, do
I
you?
can see. I can
see
see.
it?
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
see.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
That's
Yeah.
it, yeah, so obviously you've got your control there to
Oh, I
obviously
see.
10 being the hottest, 1 being the
But those,
coolest.
you have to make sure those are off then,
Yeah.
Dad.
You have to make sure
Yeah.
that
Those
Don't-
are off.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Don't worry about
So
that.
you
As
don't-
long as
so
that's
that's
off.
off.
Yeah, long as
that's off.
that
That's
one
it.
switches
Yeah.
off. Then to turn the gas off, you just bring it back to 0.
So how do you switch it on again? Let's have a look now.
So you just
Don't do
Turn
it.
it
turn that round.
Turn it down. So
push
it's
it
on.
down.
So it's on 0.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or-
so it was on 0 to start with.
Yeah.
Turn it round, push it down, and then fire it using the firing button there, look.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, so I see. So
Yeah.
oh, I
And
see.
Then if you want it to warm up or a bit warmer, so obviously just turn that round
And this
to
is
whatever
this
you
gas
want.
only.
That's gas. That's
Yeah,
gas on
That's
that.
just gas
that
on
on
that
that.
side, Dad.
Well, that's it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it then.
Okay.
And that's just your regular whatever you want on, is it?
Yeah.
So what does that
this
do?
side is your fan. Okay.
Oh right. Oh
okay.
right.
So you got vents obviously in different places in your
Ah,
van.
yes. Right.
Okay. Always run some kind of fan on when you've got the heating on.
Right.
Obviously, just make sure that the
Yeah.
heater doesn't overheat.
Right.
Okay. This side of it is automatic. So what that does is it warms up gradually as the temperature rises. It'll warm up and the fan will speed up as the heat
Right.
increases.
Right.
Okay. Centre's off. Then to that side, to the left side, that's manual. So this control here, you can
I see.
change the speed of the fan to whatever you
I
need.
see.
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So always run it with some kind of fan on. or
Right.
automatic or
Is that
manual.
gas or electric?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And- yeah. So
that's,
it just
that's for both.
yeah.
All the
that'll do whatever the fire.
whatever's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll
Well,
throw,
so that's
throw the air
so. Apart from the gas, that's gas only. But that
Yeah.
will also. But if
That's just all for these.
Yeah, that's-
your,
that is all
your
just
fan.
for the that's for the vents. If it's
Yeah.
gas and electric.
Yeah, you can run it on either.
Ah,
you can
right.
use it. You can use the fan on its own as well if you wanted to.
Right.
Just to circulate in the summer if you want to circulate air
I
around.
see,
and
right.
you can make it cooler in here sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, yeah,
But obviously,
yeah.
obviously it won't cool the air.
No, it won't
yeah,
cool, but it's
it'll
that
just
circulate the air
Well,
around.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it then.
Okay.
That's yeah. We're getting more understanding.
Boiler.
Oh, we didn't have
these,
them in the other van.
But these ones do the other individual appliances like your fire,
Yeah.
your cooker, your fridge.
Right.
Okay, you don't need to turn them on or off.
No, just that.
So when you're not using the van, turn the cylinder off.
Yeah, in
Okay.
the front.
Turn the cylinder off in the front.
Always
turn
You
the
don't
cylinder
have to
off.
touch nothing.
You don't
there.